Hey guys, welcome back to another Chan Man's videos from Hong Kong. Yes, I am still stuck in Hong Kong actually, and I say stuck because my wife had to have an emergency surgery and we have not been able to go back to home yet. So yeah, we're stuck here, but we're leaving soon. On the positive side, though, it's given me time to sit at home, do nothing but build some gunpla, which are, of course, these are all straight builds. I don't have all my regular tools and whatnot to do stuff, but I'm snapping things together. I did buy a glue yesterday, and I just wanted to do a quick, kind of a review. About what we've done, what I've purchased so far, and as you see here, I've built the two GM missile pod and shoulder cannon sets. This one is in pieces because for me, and this happened on both kits, for some reason, these two gray, whoops, very Chanman like. These two gray pieces here were causing this seam to split open. So I couldn't keep it closed. It just kept popping open. And so I bought the glue and I glued it together. And even still with the glue, you can still see that although the glue melted the plastic, it still tried to pull itself apart. I didn't have clamps to force it shut. And so that's one problem I had. This was the first kit I built. And here's the second one I built. And I haven't glued it yet. Do you see how that seam just won't seal? So that's one thing I've noticed on both my kits. I can't say that it is a defect in one because I clearly see it in both. In the case where I was troubleshooting and I removed these two kits here, these two pieces here, it sealed perfectly shut. So it was very clear that it was these gray pieces. I've tried shaving the sides here so that there's more room on both sides. Didn't work. I tried trimming down and shaving the nubs on the ends so that again, maybe I was like, oh, maybe just a bit too much plastic. Same thing. No matter where I cut and shaved and try to trim out spots, this would just keep getting pushed open. So I really don't know what it was that's causing that. And I trimmed the pegs inside. I trimmed all the holes inside. I just trimmed everything that I could so that it would stay together in one piece. But it still kept popping open just like so. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Other than that, I think this is the best ever rendition of the GM. I haven't built the GM ground type, so I have multiple, but I haven't built it yet. And so this, I can't say if that's better or not, but just having snapped this together, it's awesome. Huge fan of all the panel lining options available. Look at all of those different panel line opportunities, nubs, holes here and there. It's one of my favorite looking GMs of all time, of the basic GM as well. I took it apart because, again, I was gluing it. And so let's put it back together so you guys can get an idea. I mean, you can see him in the back, but with both sets combined, I do have it wielding two shields. Sort of a Thunderbolt style without the back arms. And on this one, the missile pack, wow. The missile pack is here. This is the back of the backpack. These are dented inward, so these are concaved. And the front of it is convexed with the missiles facing out. They do just, the back you've got your beam sabers, pop on. And I left that clamp there because I like to attach the bazooka on. And this part is inspired by the new Gundam, so if this is in space, he can shoot that way, because that's what Amuro did. I have him equipped with the early type beam spray gun. I love these things. I think they look really cool. So dual wielding. This kit does come with dual wielding hands. And then on this guy, he's got the beam rifle early type. He's got the backpack on. And the way that I've got this assembled is you can put these two shoulder cannons on left and right. And before I do that, I would like to highlight Butterfinger thing. This peg here, there's a tab on it. And if you'll notice, that tab here at the top, right here, right here, it sticks out, which causes it prevents this from being flush against the backpack hole. So I'm going to insert this here in the backpack. And do you notice the gap right there? That gap kind of sucks because when you're positioning the cannon, it shifts left and right. Do you see the two gaps now because it's shifted to the middle? And that causes this to fall off quite easily. This being just a perfectly round hole, and this having that tab stick out, it just won't go flush. Again, leaving a gap. However, if you put in the missile pod, it goes right in, tabs in perfectly flush and secure. So this one problem, this just keeps pushing it out and not flush. So the workaround obviously is to cut the tab off at the top. But even still, I don't know how deep it will go in because again, the back of it is not a hollow hole. There is a back at the end here. So I don't know if that will totally fix that problem or not. So something I wanted to highlight with this kit that I don't know if any of the other YouTubers who have reviewed it have talked about. I got 2 beam spray guns, which you can dual wield, but I prefer the look of the early type. It comes with 2 holding hands where the fingers are bent inward, and I feel that these are nicely designed. Usually the holding hands are open and they spread outward like this versus inward where you're going to hold something, which I think is really cool because it gives you the opportunity to pose like this where it's holding the bazooka versus outspread fingers, which again, they don't really do a very good job of holding if your fingers are facing outward. For both my kits, I applied, I shall use this guy, you stand back here, wrist guard, which has 2 machine guns. In Garudon's movie, they only apply this to the left hand. I've decided to apply it to both right and left hand. But if you don't want to, if you want to go stock GM, or if you want to be movie accurate, you are given 2 of these in which you can just replace it. You pull it out and replace it. I like mine as geared up as possible, so I'm going to have both my GMs wielding it. The reason I bought 2 is because the P Bandai Moroccan GM is exactly the same kit as you see here. However, instead of red, it is an orange color, and instead of this bluish colored white, it is a gray color. So you have orange and gray versus red and white. It also does not come with the missile pods. It comes with the 1 shoulder cannon and the 1 of everything. So I figured these 2 kits combined is the exact same price of 1 P Bandai Moroccan kit. So why not buy 2 of these and just paint 1 orange and gray? In case anyone with a sharp eye noticed, I haven't applied any of these joints here because I'm going to paint everything. I didn't do a proper cleanup, so you do see nub marks on each of these kits. And so I've just left these on the sprue tree, and I'll put them on once I actually finish building them and finish cleaning them up. Overall, what else do we have here? Oh, for my, I'm gonna pick up the phone here. These are all the leftover pieces. You get 2 bazookas. I left the yellow off because it's gonna be hard to wedge out of here. So I've just left those off. Oh, these are the parts for this guy, which I built yesterday. This is a interesting kit, not my favorite IBO Gundam design, but it was dirt cheap. It cost like 11 bucks Canadian. So I was like, okay, why not buy it? All right, that's really it for these 2 kits. If you have any questions that you want to ask about them, please feel free to drop in the comments. Oh, you know what I didn't talk about? I totally forgot. This beam saber backpack part comes off, and this clamp where I put the bazooka, you can remove it, stick it on the back, and then you can clamp the bazooka onto there. So you can wield it that way if you want. Also, I'm just going to pull this off with the hand. This gun here, if he's not holding it, got a tab there. And you can mount it on there as well. And the shield. The shield can be mounted on the back. You can also mount they give you a lot of these. These are for the beam saber holders. I think there's so many extras in there. I think for some reason I have 8 possibly. And you can do that as well. So a lot of weapon mounting options. And yeah, that's it. What else was there to talk about? Oh, that's your elbow bend. You can open this to reveal some thrusters. Your leg can go, oh, there's a swivel here as well, yes. Can I see that there? In the leg right there, there's a swivel. So you can have more poses. There we go. You see that? And then the leg goes up here, bends that, and you get a nice bend there. Toes bend forward. And you can have, this unfortunately gets in the way. That's a big shame. This will not move any further, which prevents you from having some wide stance legs. But you can still pull off some pretty crazy poses. All right, okay, so really this is it now. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll make another video because I've made some purchases since, and I'll do some more unboxing and whatnot. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.